60% of Ukrainians believe that Russia's main goal in war is genocide and destruction of nation.
Here's a summary of the article.
Ukraine, Kharkiv Oblast, June 13. The Kyiv International Institute of Sociology released a poll showing that 60% of Ukrainians believe that Russia's goal in the war in Ukraine is genocide and the destruction of the Ukrainian nation. Since the beginning of the full-scale war, Russians have been shelling Ukrainian towns and villages every day with various types of weapons. Since February 2022, Russia has killed more than 10,582 Ukrainian civilians. According to the polls, 6% of Ukrainians believe that Russia wants to occupy all the territories, although it wants to leave Ukraine some cultural autonomy within Russia. According to 12% of Ukrainians, Russia seeks to change the government and create a puppet state that will obey Russia. Only 7% of Ukrainians believe that the aggressor seeks to retain the already occupied territories and does not claim all or most of Ukraine's territories. The institute interviewed 1,067 respondents aged 18 and older living in all regions of the government-controlled territory of Ukraine.
This post received a score of 20,000, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
That is because it is a stated objecting of Putin and the Kremlin. Everything they've said and everything they've done up to now points to the erasure of Ukraine as a nation and Ukrainians as a distinct people. This is genocide.
Russia is literally taking children orphaned by the war, or who were just separated from their parents, forcing them to travel to Russia, and making them live with adoptive families to make them stop thinking of themselves as Ukrainian and start thinking of themselves as Russian. It's pretty standard genocide stuff.
Yep. Meanwhile, Reddit is brimming with accounts, Russian bots, trolls, fascists, useful idiot tankies, etc., claiming that Russia is just taking care of the poor children and keeping them safe because Ukraine put them in harm's way by daring to oppose the invasion, or even that none of the children have been stopped from leaving if they want. They're all there, by their own free will. And any other claim is just the evil West spreading propaganda.
Greater than claiming that Russia is just taking care of the poor children and keeping them safe because Ukraine put them in harm's way. This does seem to be a centerpiece to all their propaganda. It's always everyone else with the agency to make changes, but never Russia.
Everything Russia has done so far backs that up.
Pyotr Tolstoy, Deputy Chairman of the State Duma, January 16, 2024. Putin, February 9, 2024. Dmitry Medvedev, former Russian PM, current Deputy Chairman of the Security Council, January 17, 2024. Lieutenant General Gurylyov calls for using tactical nukes in Robotyne, Ukraine.
This is darkly absurd.
Only 60%?
The article goes on to say that other demographics believe Russia's just trying to take control of the government, or are trying to keep the territories Russia already occupies. Nobody is approving of the war, or justifying Russia's actions. They just have different opinions on Russia's ultimate motivation.
They're also probably assuming Russia has downgraded their ambitions after failing to take Kyiv in the first months of the war. Well, they've repeatedly stated Ukraine doesn't exist, are kidnapping their children and raising them Russian, burning Ukrainian books, destroying museum artifacts, punishing anyone singing or whilsting Ukrainian songs, denying healthcare and taking the homes of anyone in occupied areas not willing to take Russian citizenship, raping their women and children. Mass graves have been uncovered in occupied areas taken back. They target civilian buildings. Russian state media is also dehumanizing them, calling Ukrainians all gay Nazis, Nats, fleas, need to be liquidated as their re-education is impossible as a nation-state, even non-combatants are passive Nazis. Founding president and chair of Genocide Watch, says there is proof that the Russian army is in fact intending to destroy, in part, the Ukrainian national group.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.